Back here, back here in the swamp with Sav Daddy and Makala. What's the fucking tea, sisters?
It's actually Mac Daddy and Savvy Wavy.
Okay, I guess. I mean, you're both special
Sorry.
needs. Doesn't matter. But
Okay.
what's up, sisters? What's purring? What's
start-
period?
Let's start with Mac's tea.
What's everyone's tea of the week?
Let's just get right into it with Max.
All right, where do I start?
I mean, I guess we can start. Do you want to start like last night, and then we can kind of just go into how the conversation went earlier?
What happened last night?
Y'all were just having some ruckuses in some TikTok lives.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So last night we were I was scrolling through TikTok and and I saw name drop?
Yeah.
I saw Dalton's live and we clicked on it and I was like Mac, look at this shit. And he was sitting with Aiden and in his truck and I was like, what up, pimp? And he didn't see the comment.
He completely ignored it.
Yeah, and then
I told Sav, I was like, put Daddy Dalton and then from Mac.
Yeah.
And so she put it on there and
he
he
was
read
like,
it, he smiled and he was like, oh, look who's on here.
Oh.
And he was like and then he was like, if it's Mac on Sav's phone, howdy. I was like,
what the weirdo.
What
Anyways, and then after that happened, I was like, look who's on here, like capital lower, you know?
Uh-huh.
And on that, and then he was like, look who's on here. And then after that, he ended the live.
Really?
Yeah.
He just immediately ended it?
Yeah, he was like, well, gotta go. Ended it.
he was like, to be returned.
Yeah, and then ended it.
What the hell? So what other problems are you having, Michaela, with men, you would say?
All right.
With capital letters,
Capital
men.
Literally.
All right.
I guess just start at the beginning, when you broke up, and then just kind of give the full story.
Should I give names too?
Yeah.
Name
Fuck
drop.
it.
Start with Dalton.
All right.
Start with breaking up with Dalton.
No, okay. So let's start with Dalton. So me and Dalton, we dated for about 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Well, during spring break, I was supposed to go. Well, I did go to Port A with him. But a week before that, I caught him with his ex, Jenna.
Dude, this
And
was
she
so
still got back with
crazy.
him. ...
Bro. Yeah. So okay.
Wait, let's tell that story. Okay,
Yeah.
so basically, we were sitting in my room and he was acting all shady, and my spy, FBI detective, crazy ass was like, he's at Maine. I can tell, he's at Maine. So we were like, he's doing some shady shit, so let's pull up.
Mind you, last time he went to Maine with Tanner, because he was with Tanner.
Yeah.
So last time he went to Maine with Tanner, I found out that they were trying to tell Jenna to pull up. And
Yeah.
Jenna told me, she was like, no, I'm not going to do that to Michaela. So I was like, oh, well, he's smoking at Maine with Tanner again.
So we were like, let's pull up. And then we were like, Gator, be a homeboy. So then we pulled up, and we were sitting in the back of the parking lot, had a clear view of him, had no fucking clue that we were there, lights
Yeah.
off, stalker type shit. We literally watched her get into his truck, and then he tries to
videos.
deny that shit.
I took videos.
I remember when y'all were,
Yeah.
when we literally, so we were driving, they told me, they're like, he's at Maine, blah, blah, blah. They're like, we got to go, now. And I'm like, what? They're like, Gator, we got to go now. So I'm like, my dumbass, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? So I'm just like, fuck it, let's go. Hop in the car, we're whipping.
Yeah.
And then so we passed Maine, I remember, and they weren't there.
Yeah, okay.
And then
So
we're like, we
wait,
get
let
into
me tell
Maine.
her.
Yeah, you
So-
tell it.
we passed Maine, or we go into Maine.
Well, no, we went to Maine. We went to the side.
Okay, so we went to Maine. We drove all around the parking lot. We drove around the side, the back, the other side. We drove around all of it. Did not see them. Got on back to the side of the highway, and we were driving. I look over. I'm like, there's his fucking truck. Turn now. I spotted that
his
shit
rock lights
so
like it was
easily.
nothing.
He cannot be missed with that truck.
Yeah.
So Gator, whip this shit around. Like,
Gator
so
was on the far like left lane.
Yeah.
He went all the way across to the right lane,
and we like whipped that shit into the parking lot.
And we kind of like stayed back and followed them.
Yeah.
And then we sat like in a parking lot like towards the back, and we had a clear view. And like Jenna had snapped Mac like earlier in the day, so we knew exactly what she was wearing. And we saw her get into his truck, and then Dalton was like trying to deny it and was like, "No, that's one of Tanner's girls. That's one of Tanner's
I
hoes."
took videos. I took videos of like the whole thing, and I was like, all right, like fuck this shit, right? So we like pulled up to them, and as we were driving off, we went in front of them, and me and Savannah like flicked them off, and so anyways,
and then Tanner pointed it out and was like, and we were laughing our asses off.
Yeah.
Damn. So after that, what happens? Like, what happened after that?
No, after that, so we went back home, and
she broke up.
I was like texting him. I was like, bro, like it's over. Like, you're so fucking stupid.
She called his mom.
Yeah, I called his mom. I was like, I don't know what you taught your son, but he something's wrong with him.
And she was like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
he's
she was like,
stupid.
She was like, I'm so sorry. Like, he's such an idiot. Like,
if you ever
I'm definitely
need
gonna have a
anything,
talk. Yeah.
I'll still be here for you.
Yeah.
I love Betty. Love
Me
Betty
too.
That's
Sweetheart Betty.
That's crazy.
So
Yeah.
after that stuff happened, she
So then I was like telling Dalton, like, are you fucking serious? Like, I was going off on him, right? And he was like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I was like, oh, really? I was like, you want me to show you the proof of what I'm talking about? Act like you didn't just do this shit like 20 minutes ago, right?
It's so funny because like I remember when this was happening and he was telling you this shit and Josh was here and I was telling him everything that was happening and we would look at each other and we'd be like, this fucking guy. Like, bro, like
Caught up.
like,
Dude,
bro,
literally-
we knew, like, bro, that's the fucking manipulation handbook 101.
Dude,
Like,
we should have made that TikTok where it was like we were sitting in the parking lot. We were like, she knows.
For real.
She knows.
Yeah,
And
so
I know
I
she
sent him the
knows.
videos, and he was like, oh my god, like, you're tripping over this. Like,
yeah.
that's not even Jenna. That's one of Tanner's girl. Her name's Emily. I was like,
Bro, that's...
dog.
Is that
Dude,
Jenna's new
I'm
best
just gonna
friend?
say though, this kid's a good liar. I'll give him that. Like, if he's good
He
at
is
something,
not a
he's good
good
at
liar.
lying.
He is not.
He's not good at
Bro, but how
He
you
always
come up
gets
with a
caught
random name like that quick?
No, because like Tanner was actually fucking with a girl named Emily.
Yeah, at the time.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
apparently, because then I texted Tanner, because that's when me and Tanner were snapping at one point, like as just friends, because we always
Yeah.
hung out.
Uh-huh.
And like, I was like, bro, like what the fuck happened? Like, why was Jenna in the truck? And he was like, there wasn't anything happening. Like literally, when we drove by, it looked like they were hugging.
Yeah, I
And he
remember
was
that.
like-
Yeah, he was reaching over his
Tanner-
like
yeah.
middle seat.
Tanner was like, nah, he was just grabbing a charger for Jenna.
Yeah,
blah,
no,
blah,
he
blah.
switched it up though. He was like, I was just hoping Jenna light the bong, and
There
then
was
he
your
said I was just
charger.
grabbing a charger. I was
Hey,
like,
bro,
which one
nah,
is it?
that's still cheating. He helping another girl light something. That's cheating
Exactly.
still.
And Jenna, literally like a week before that, literally she was like, dude, I smoke like every day. Like, I spark up with my friends 24/7. She would not need help lighting a
Yeah.
fucking bong.
Anyways, so then after that, we're at Sonic, right? We come home, and my mom's like, let's book a trip to the beach. So we So her dumbass gets back with Dalton.
Well, okay, no, you can't even say that because when I went home, Dalton FaceTimed you. Remember? No, because I was on FaceTime on your laptop.
Oh, yeah. We fucking finessed his bitch ass, bro. So
we
I
were-
had her on FaceTime on my laptop, and I FaceTimed him on my phone.
Yeah.
So Mac was hearing everything that he said.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just talking to him about the situation. And I was like, bro, like, what was that? Like, what the fuck just happened? Like, all that shit. And he was like, I don't even remember what he said, but...
Nah, he was saying some shit like, bro, I would never cheat on Michaela. Like, I love Michaela. Like
I would
you
never
know,
do that to her. Like, you
all
know
that.
that, Sav. Like,
yeah.
I'm in love with her and all this shit. And then, like, look what happened, boy. Okay,
And then
we-
Savannah was
Yeah.
like, I think he's telling the truth. You should get back with him. So you know what I did? I got back with his ass because of you. Yeah. Yeah.
Might be pimp.
Yeah.
You're telling me this man is putting up fucking record-setting numbers right now for manipulation. You don't understand.
literally.
He literally, he just got, he hit a triple.
Both of us.
He
in
dude,
a way.
he got
You're just
you.
stupid.
Think
I
about
didn't
this.
trust
He
him.
got you, and Jenna. Y'all got. He hit a
Oh,
triple double.
God,
He hit a
stop.
triple double. He's the fucking MVP of manipulation. He is manipulator of the year. He's Madi, manipulator of the year.
Gator, calm down. He's not even that good.
Bro,
though.
I'm from now on. I'm calling Dalton Madi
Marty.
Actually,
for manipulator of the year.
I know a girl.
Madi.
I know a girl named Madi, and I don't like her. Anyways, we'll get into that later.
Yeah, that's-
Sister. So continue with your story. What happens? What
Skip to
happens at the
spring break.
Oh,
beach?
so then, yeah. After I get back to him, skip to like a week later. Spring break is here, and I leave
Turn the
or
mic
no.
more towards your mouth. Yeah, kind of like that.
like
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
All right. So then, fast forward to spring break. It was the Friday we got out of school, and I was with Dalton.
Mhm.
And we went over to Blaine's house, and we were just drinking. Like, there was quite a bit of people there. And, we were just drinking in his backyard, like, chilling, whatever. And then I go to Canyon with Dalton, and I spend the night, okay?
Yeah.
And so then we woke up, like, early in the morning, and we headed over to Port A. Well, I spent, like, a week there with him, and, like, shit was crazy.
All that stuff happened. Oh no, that happened before, yeah. And then so then you came back and went to the beach with us.
Yeah, I came back, and the next day I went to the beach with Savannah. Well,
Gator was there.
he was still.
What's that?
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah,
You literally took our bed.
yeah. That was when we came back from hanging out with Jordan.
Oh,
yeah, you were supposed to sleep in
I
our
remember.
bed.
I was just working the whole weekend on my fucking computer.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember. That's when I was just trying to get shit out for the podcast.
yeah.
Okay, well let me tell this part of the
I was
story.
playing Elden Ring and working on my computer the whole time.
So we go and hang out with my friend Jordan, and we're like sitting
threw
in the
it.
car, and we start talking, and we're like, and she's just telling him about like Dalton and all this stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, wait, Dalton what? And we're like,
Mind you, we have never spoke a word about Dalton to this man.
Yeah.
ever, like,
Savannah hasn't. I don't even know him. That was my first time meeting him.
Yeah.
yeah, so like I was like, she was like just telling him about him, and like I knew that he knew like a hella people, like he knows a hella people.
Yeah.
And so like she was just talking, and like we were like, yeah, his name's Dalton, and he was like,
and then
we-
Dalton what?
yeah,
And I was like, Drennan? And he was like, wait, the one that does the little weird like head shake thing. I
Yes.
was like,
and
yeah.
he was like, oh yeah, I went to a party a week ago or a couple weeks ago up in Canyon, and I was like, wait, was it a canyon? And he was like, yeah, and I was like, Southside Canyon?
He was like, it was at a house on a golf course.
Yeah, and we were like,
That's Dalton's house.
And we were like, wait, was Cole there? And he was like, yeah.
No, we didn't. No, we asked who all was there.
Oh,
And he
yeah.
was like Cole, Tanner,
Like,
Dalton,
just
like
naming
naming
people.
it. He was like, "Did he tell you about the party?" And I was like, "Yeah, he told me."
No,
about
he just told you that he was having like Cole over.
Yeah, no, he said he was having friends over, but there were some girls there that were Cole's,
Oh.
and they were like all up on him, but he was like, quote unquote, pushing them away, you know. And I told Jordan that, and Jordan was like,
That's the opposite.
yeah, he was like, I'm just gonna tell you this right now. It was the complete opposite. He was the one
No,
trying to be all up on
first-
the girls.
First he said, I'm just telling you now, you need to break up with him.
Yeah. I was like, why?
Yeah, and then he told us all that.
Hey, I'll tell you this right now. Let me give you some good piece of advice. If one person tells you got a tail, they're fucking with you. If two people tell you got a tail, they're teaming up on you. If 3 people tell you got a tail, you got a fucking tail.
I think everybody was warning her.
No, yeah, because
That's what I mean. Like, if okay, that's how I'm based. Like, if 3 people tell me something's fucked up, it's fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's because
Yeah.
that's how it works.
But honestly though, because when I was dating Dalton, like, you know how Jenna had a problem with it, obviously. Right?
Yeah.
And I thought like she was just telling me shit that like he was doing out of like jealousy, you know, like trying to break us up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then Briley comes up to me, and we're like eating lunch together one day in the senior dining hall, and she's telling me like, no, like he's done some fucked up shit, you know.
Yeah.
And he was like, she said, I don't think you should be with him. But I knew that her and Jenna were friends, so I was like,
Who was it?
Briley?
Briley. Yeah.
Really?
Briley and Jenna are friends?
They're not friends.
They are not friends.
Yeah, they are. Dude, me, Jenna, and Briley have all hung out together before, like multiple times.
What?
I would
I've never seen
imagine
them hang
Briley
out.
and Jenna be friends.
That's
I
crazy.
mean, they're not like besties or whatever, but like we hang out.
What the fuck? That's weird. Okay, anyways. Keep going. So she broke up with him, basically.
Yeah, I broke up with him. That was the end of that.
And then
Yeah.
he fucked a girl in Port A.
yeah,
like
3
2
days
later.
after we broke up, he fucked a girl in Port A.
Oh, yeah, because he was supposed to come to Corpus with us. But then he was like, Dustin's at the beach house alone. Like, blah, blah,
mind
blah.
you, he came to Port A, and he had a whole stripper pole on the back of his truck.
I saw that and I told you, I was like,
I know, and I brought it up to him, and he was like,
It's going on Pete's truck. It's going on Pete's
he was
truck.
like, nah, like it's going on Pete's truck. Like, don't even worry about it. I was like,
whacked.
bro.
It never got put on Pete's truck. Yeah.
Whacked.
No, because
And there's videos of girls stripping on it.
No, because I asked Pete. I was like, "Is the stripper pole going on your truck?" He was like, "Yeah, it's supposed to." Never went on his truck.
Whacked.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So then
Holy
after that happened, you know, me and Savannah came back to San Antonio, and well, this all happened in March. It was like
Goddamn.
2 weeks. 2 weeks after I broke up with Dalton, I started hanging. Well, no, Blaine added me on Snap, and he was like we were just snapping each other, and then out of nowhere he was like, if you don't mind me asking, like, what happened?
Yeah.
And I was like, with what? And he was like, with Dalton. And I was like, I thought you already knew, like, aren't y'all friends? And he was like, I mean, yeah, like, we're buds, but we don't really like talk like that, you know? And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, okay. So then I just told him everything, and he was like, wow, like, I'm so sorry. He was like, I knew I should have told you sooner, but, like, you know, I Tanner was telling me not to.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? Because me and Tanner, we had a closer relationship
Mhm.
out of Dalton's friends than, like, anybody else,
Mhm.
you know? And, like, I thought that Tanner would be the one to tell me if Dalton slipped up, but now that I think about it,
It's got
Yeah.
It's like they've been
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
Longer,
Okay, but
so.
what was weird was like Dalton said that Tanner like never hung out with him until like all three of us started hanging out. And then Tanner started hanging out with him more. And then that's when they got close.
yeah. I kind of see that because when me and Dalton first started dating, it was never Dalton and Tanner. It only started being Dalton and Tanner whenever we would pick them up and we'd, like, smoke and shit and, like, go hang out. And
Or
then-
whenever they'd pick me up and then they'd go pick up Tanner.
Yeah.
And then after me and Dalton broke up, it was always Tanner and Dalton, Tanner and Dalton.
Yeah.
But
So, what happens after you and Blade start talking?
yeah, so Blaine, after he added me on Snap and I told him everything, he was like, wow, like, you deserve so much better. He was like, I wish I would have told you. And I even told Dalton, like, if you fuck up, like, that I'm gonna try with her because
Okay,
Yeah.
wait, let me step in for a second. But I low-key feel like Blaine was just waiting for that to happen because he, like, does not like Dalton, you know?
Yeah, like-
he
Yeah,
was trying
like,
to get
no,
back
I
at
could
him
see
in a
that.
way.
Well, because they act. It's hard to say, but I'm gonna say it. But Dalton and Dustin act in this high manner, like they've
yeah.
earned their money. But
Yeah.
it's like kind of you're given that, so you have to act way more humble than
Yeah.
you are.
yeah.
But they don't. I don't think they were really taught that, and they never understood that. But it starts at the
Literally,
home life, and
Dustin-
it starts there. It's not their fault totally, but it's their fault now that they're growing up and they need to learn from it.
Yeah.
Hey, tell me what you told me about Dustin.
What?
That he got kicked out and he's staying
Oh,
at their
no,
ranch.
no. Don't. I got a story to tell about that.
What?
So, no, okay, let me finish. So then, yeah, me and Blaine start talking, you know, and the first time we hung out, I was at lunch during school, and he comes and picks me up, and we just go to his house, and we're just chilling, you know, and we didn't, like, do anything, you know, like, we
Yeah.
were just laying on his bed watching
Yellowstone.
Yeah, we were watching Yellowstone, and then, so how long did the talking stage last for?
It was like a few weeks, couple weeks.
Well, anyways, we talked for a while, and
Always fighting, dog.
and I don't know. I kind of like at the beginning. I kind of only was fucking with him to get back at Dalton, and I'm sure he was doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, some feelings kind of like,
They formed.
yeah, some feelings formed.
Yeah.
But I knew that I like couldn't, you know.
Yeah.
So I just like I didn't really think much about it.
Mhm.
Well, then I ended things with him because he was with this girl that
Yeah.
apparently moved in with Sydney and Jordan.
Mhm.
And
then
she
this
was
girl
like,
starts commenting on your TikToks.
yeah,
Girl,
so
who
then
even
I
are
posted
you?
a TikTok and she's like commenting on it, and I'm like, bro, like hop off. Anyways, and so after that all happened, like I wasn't that hurt about it, you know, like I didn't really care.
Mhm.
And I went to the pool with my little sister and this guy from school
Mhm.
that like really likes me.
Mhm.
His name's Gavin. And so
Sorry, Gavin didn't get the bag.
yeah. Anyways,
It's okay, big brother. You'll get that bag one day.
no, we were complete opposites, so I knew it would never work.
He got friend zoned.
Bro,
For real.
Gavin's the chunky Mexican kid.
No, that's my Gavin from Madison.
Oh,
This
okay.
is
Okay,
Gavin
wait,
from-
you might know him because I've gone to school with him since elementary school. Gavin Pierce. He's like real skinny, has like brown hair.
White colored eyes.
No,
Sounds homoerotic, but no.
All right.
Okay. Probably is homo.
Well, anyways, yeah. So I was at the pool with them, and we were just chilling. Well, guess who fucking walks in?
Who?
Blaine, Jordan, Sydney, and that girl Victoria. That was all up on him.
Do you know who Victoria is?
To my neighborhood pool.
What?
To my neighborhood pool.
How did they get in?
Jordan and Sydney live down the street from us.
Oh, they really do?
Yeah.
Swear to God.
Swear.
No way.
Dead ass.
He's like, I know who I'm going to hang out with after this.
Bro, what?
Yeah.
I would have been fucking text. Oh, I'm about to text Jordan later. I love Jordan.
I love Jordan too.
I'm gonna go drink some beer with that queer.
You have a party to go to later.
Oh, I do. I'm gonna get so shit faced later, dude. Like, y'all don't realize how drunk I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be sitting there going, my kid graduated. Who graduated? We never thought Macias would do it, but he did it. He did it.
Gator.
I'll be
like-
leaving before then.
I'm gonna be like, Macias, how did you do it? You need to tell us. You need to tell the crowd how you graduated high school.
High school.
He's like, I just graduated college, Chance.
No,
Like, oh my bad.
KO's gonna be fucked up too. Come on.
I know we're all gonna be fucked.
I already know that Chance is just gonna pass out on the Garibaldi's couch tonight.
Oh,
and
I'm
not
gonna
come
pass
home.
out on the ground.
Oh,
I'm gonna pull a Gessner when he fucking dude. Literally at my high school graduation party, one of KO's friends, my friend too Gessner, dude, he pulls up.
that's Chance's older brother.
So KO and them, they were already pre-gaming at Gessner's house. They were taking fireball shots and shit. So they pull up, and Gessner's walking around with 2 Bud Lights most of the fucking time. And we're leaving, and Gessner is like falling onto the fucking ground. Like at one point of the party.
He's the guy I told you about during like December, like the Gessner Olympics or some shit.
Oh, the GHT
Yeah.
Gessner Holiday Triathlon.
Yeah, that shit.
Bro, we should put
She's
that.
never heard of
Hey,
it.
Swamp Talk's gonna put it together. I'm calling it Swamp Talk Holiday Triathlon.
Okay, do you know what you have to do? You have to
No.
chug like, is it like half a gallon or a gallon?
It's like a pint. It's like not even half a gallon. It's like a quarter of a gallon.
You have to drink a quarter of a gallon of eggnog. Chug
Well, your
it.
whole team does.
Eggnog.
Yeah.
And then one swims,
Bro, we
one
gotta figure out-
scooters, and one runs.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to put that together this year.
Yeah.
Bro, I kind of want to do it.
We'll
That
do
sounds
it.
fun as fuck.
We're gonna call it SHT. Shit.
Shit.
Swamp Talk Holiday Triathlon.
Shit.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna try to put together a football game too, like a 7-on-7. So if y'all know anyone that wants to do it, like any of your friends,
Walker?
that's what I'm saying. We're gonna put shit. We're gonna
Walker
put it
plays
together.
football.
We're gonna put
What
a
did you
7-on-7 tournament.
What did you just say?
Ethan?
Which one?
Oh, okay.
Tejas Ethan?
All right, so let's continue.
Yeah, all right.
Let's continue your story.
Yeah. What was I saying?
That y'all broke. So you and Blaine are.
Yeah, me and Blaine
apart
kind
now.
of like we're done. And oh yeah, so they show up to the pool
Yeah.
and I turn around and me and Siri at the same time were like, "Oh my
fuck?
god." And let me tell you,
He's lucky I wasn't
the
there.
first person Blaine lays eyes on was me. Like it was like he knew I was there.
Weirdo. Do any of them have your location on Snap? Do you have any of them on Snap?
I have Sydney.
That's probably how.
Yeah, but
Stupid.
Sydney's not
Like when those
Yeah,
girls,
I don't think Sydney would
Sydney
do
isn't
that.
like that.
like
Yeah,
like when
Sydney's
those
not like
girls-
us. She has
She's not-
way much more going
Yeah.
on than that.
Okay,
Yeah.
like when those girls wanted to jump us while we were with Dalton and we all had to turn our location off because they somehow knew we were at the restaurant. Do you remember that? And Betty went off on the girl.
Oh, Jenna and Jaylene and all of their little freshman friends.
What?
Yeah.
Literally, we were eating at a restaurant before her spring show or her show.
Mm-hmm.
And it was when we were going to go to the rodeo cook-off. So we weren't really going to eat, but Dalton was going to eat. Like, we had already eaten.
Yeah.
And so we were just sitting there waiting with Betty. And, like, these girls are, like, just calling Mag and calling Dalton. And, like, just trying to go off. And, like, at
No,
some
they
point...
called me. No, they called me and they were like, "Hi, are you Michaela?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they were like, "Oh, well, you're the one that's dating Dalton, right?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Oh, well, I just wanted to let you know that last night Dalton was with me at my house and he wanted to do something, so we went to his truck."
I was like, that's crazy
And
because...
and she was like, "And we were also in Canyon, like we drove back to his house." And I was like, "That's crazy because he picked me up from school at like 4:20,
Mm-hmm.
spent the whole night with me, slept over at my house, and we're literally at breakfast right now with his mom." So
Yeah.
and she was like,
It was
I'm
while you were
dead.
sleeping.
She hung up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some shit like that.
"Yeah,
And then they like somehow knew what restaurant we were at.
yeah."
So all of us turned our location off like on Snap. We were just like, how the hell did they do that? Like that's so creepy.
They're wild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they were like, we're gonna pull up to your show, like jump you, like all this stuff, and I was like, you ain't gonna do crap. So we were
And then,
already running late.
and then they had a video of me from like at the beginning of the school year hitting Nick in the restroom, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
they're like,
And they were like, we're gonna go to your cheer coach on Monday, and we're gonna show her. We're gonna get you kicked off of the cheer team.
which Tandre already knew
yeah,
about that
Tandre
video.
already knew because
Yeah.
I had already been on probation for it.
Yeah.
So we're
But
already running late.
I kind of lied. I told, yeah, we were running late, and so
So-
I got to the show off,
Mm-hmm.
and
And-
I went to Tandre, and I
No,
told her
I
like the
went to
whole
Tandre.
situation.
Because you were like, I have to go stretch, like, you tell Tandre. And I was like, okay. So I went up to Tandre, and she was like, oh my God, what are you doing here? And I was like, hey.
Well-
So basically, this is what's going on. So then I told her, and she was like, oh my gosh, that's so stupid. And I was like, yeah, Michaela's down there.
Mm.
And so, yeah, that
Yeah,
happened.
so then she came up to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I was telling her like everything that was going on, and I kind of lied to her, and I said that they had a video of me from last year
Yeah.
hitting Nick in the restroom.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, "Oh my God." She was like, "Well, don't even worry about it. Like, you're not going to get in trouble. We're already past that, right?" And I was like, "Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
we're way
yas.
past that."
She's like, cute.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that happens. Go back to the Blaine story. We're getting sidetracked.
Yeah, anyways, so then I'm just there swimming in the pool, and Blaine, like all of them, they put their stuff over by where we put our stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're over in like that area, and I'm like, okay, well, let's not go to that area. Let's go like over here, you know?
Yeah.
And so it was just the three of us. We were like, you know, playing tag in the pool.
Uh-huh.
And well, the whole time, Blaine and Jordan are sitting there like cracking jokes, like laughing, like Blaine is eyeballing the fuck out of me,
Uh-huh.
and Sydney and Victoria are just like sitting on the chairs, and they're like tanning, and they're like staring at me, like hardcore staring at me, and you could tell Victoria wanted to do something to me, but I was like,
Is she of the larger variety? You can say yes.
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 Thank you. Okay, continue.
Anyways, so yeah, I was
Downgrade
like,
for real. Sorry.
for real. No, but
Actually, I'm not sorry. I meant that disrespectfully.
disrespectfully, Victoria,
Fuck you.
you're a beaner. You're ugly.
Oh
as
my
shit.
god, I cannot
Kayla.
say that. I have to fucking edit
No,
that now.
she's a beaner. She can say it.
Yeah.
What? Oh my god, continue.
Anyways, so
I can actually post that now, thank you.
so anyways, yeah, we're just chilling there. I wasn't paying any attention to it. Like I was just, minding my business.
Vibing, just chilling.
Yeah, I was
She
chilling.
didn't want to fuel his fire.
Nah.
And
so I think it made him more mad or something.
Yeah, because you're not
'cause you
giving him
weren't-
the attention.
Yeah, because then they like got out after like a good 45 minutes, maybe an hour.
Mm-hmm.
They got out, they dried off, got their stuff, they left. Well, we went back to where our stuff was
Mm-hmm.
now that they're gone, right?
Yeah.
And as they were leaving,
Mm-hmm.
Sydney and Victoria, they're like walking off, laughing, cracking jokes, whatever.
Yeah.
And then Blaine and Jordan are walking behind them. And so Blaine, he like looks at me
Mm-hmm.
and he like stares at me. He's like staring into my soul. Okay.
Damn.
And so I just I stared back, and then he gives Gavin an ugly look. Like after he stares at me, he looks at Gavin and he's like walking off and he's like giving him an ugly look, And
Yeah.
I'm like, God, like you're so petty. You're literally older than I am and I can act more mature.
Yeah.
And so then he was like walking off. Well, they got to the gate where they were supposed to exit.
Yeah.
And I didn't really like look over there. I didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I did look over there, he was literally standing there waiting for me to look at him just so he could flick me off and leave. So he flicks me off. He exits, and then they get in his truck, and they roll coal
Mm-hmm.
as they're pulling out, and Sydney and Blaine are sitting in like the tailgate of his truck.
The bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the bed of his truck. And then yeah, they're like rolling coal. Well, then they leave, and I was like what is the point? And Gavin was like, dude, what the hell was that? And I was like,
Don't even ask me because I don't even know.
yeah, I don't even know.
What the fuck?
So yeah, that's tea time.
So, after this, is there anything else that happens?
Oh, so
Snapchat.
then, after me and Blaine end,
Mm-hmm.
let me tell you who all adds me, okay? Let me pull out my phone real quick.
Pull
So,
it out, shorty.
We got Mario,
Uh-huh.
okay? We got Brandon Masters.
That was before though.
Yeah, that was before. We got Nathan. We got Isaiah.
Last but not least.
Keep going.
Oh, last but not least,
Ready?
Br-
1, 2, 3.
Braden Bennett.
What about the other one? There's one more.
I
The
don't
one
know
with the
who
heart
this-
at the end?
Oh,
Head up.
Julian.
Yeah.
Julian adds me too. Yeah.
So it was
So
like
they're
his,
all adding me. And
Homeboys? I don't think so.
yeah, no.
I hope
Do
he
they all
listens to
text
this
you?
too.
Yeah, they all snap me.
what do they say?
Well, Julian, I posted a video of me dancing with this guy named River
Mm-hmm.
at Tejas, and from the back it kind of looks like Blaine.
Yeah.
And so he slid up and he was like, "My boy Blaine," and I was like, "That's not Blaine."
Blaine
Sorry to
is
burst your
too
bubble.
short to be River.
Yeah,
River's like tall as hell.
yeah. And so, anyways, so yeah, he was like, "My boy Blaine." I was like, "Sorry to burst your bubble, but that is not Blaine."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh shit, my bad." And I just like left him on open. Well, then we like snapped every now and then I posted something and he was like, "Get back with Blaine." And I was like, "Fuck no."
Nah, bro.
Like, Nah, I'm good. I'm
That
chilling.
was so toxic.
Nah, no. It really was. We got into arguments like every day.
Mans was so jealous over every little
Yeah,
thing.
every little thing I did. I went to Tejas with Colby,
Mm-hmm.
and me and Colby are like best friends.
Yeah, like they're like brother and sister.
Yeah, like brother
Mhm.
and sister. And he paid for my ticket. He picked me up from my house. Well, Blaine got mad that I left his house just so I could get picked up at my house by another boy just to go to Tejas. And he he blocked me on everything. And
Meanwhile,
that
he
was the
went to
first
Texas
time.
Pride, which Texas Pride is worse than Tejas.
yeah, he went to Texas Pride. I was
Yeah.
like, bro,
Texas Pride, in my opinion, is worse than Tejas.
I feel like it is too.
Have you ever been to Texas Pride?
Me?
Yeah.
No, but Blaine showed me some videos, and he showed me. No, he was telling me that like
Things I've heard about Texas Pride. Actually, my friend might have her birthday there, so Hannah.
Yeah.
Lauren had her
Anyways.
birthday there. Shout out to my girlfriend Lauren.
But yeah, so he was just he got jealous
Yeah.
over everything. Everything ended, and then
So what's up with you, Sav? Is there any tea you have to spill?
yeah,
Not really.
You're just kind of living a normal life, just
she's
chilling.
just kind of a part of my tea.
I'm kind of just like depressed.
Oh,
It's funny.
Savannah, slow down, depressed, deep rest.
Meow.
Did you ever think like you're just like just for like special
Oh.
needs
Do we need to go on my autism rant?
about?
My autism?
Do you have it?
I think so.
You think you think you're just like just not like stupid, you know?
I mean, it could be both. You never know.
Because like you can't read, and I know a lot of autistic people that can read.
Oh. You can't read either.
Bullshit. I finished Harry Potter by the end of the 5th grade.
I couldn't even finish Fahrenheit 451 in a day.
I know, it's scary.
Meow. I can't even read what that says, but that's just because of your shitty handwriting.
Are y'all ready to go? Are y'all
Um,
done?
Yeah, it was all
Alright.
math stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't get a spotlight this time.
Well, you don't have shit to talk about. You're
My.
no one cares about you.
Mac's first time on podcast.
You know, my first time on the podcast, I was in the back too. I was literally background noise telling Bash to shut up the whole
Well, because
time.
Bash doesn't shut up. Like, literally, that was the whole problem. Bash just, like, talks the whole time.
I was like, Bash, bro, shut up. Nobody cares about your stupid ass week.
But honestly, I love the dynamic of you and Bash together. That shit's so funny. All right.
Okay.
See y'all. Deuces.
Wait, we gotta
Adios.
sing it out. We gotta sing it out.
All right, go.
What are we singing? Broken in cowboy boots, but I'm in love, loving on you. I hate bitches.
Fuck bitches, get money.
Fuck bitches, get money. Better go to Tejas tonight.